With the Nebraska Department of Education releasing their second draft of health education standards, they're quick to admit public input played a key part.
Folks need to find common ground. This is a very divisive time, across a lot of different topics. Our students are going to be starting school this fall, right? And we've had a lot of distractions relative to that. So I do see it as a reset.
Nebraska Commissioner of Education Matt Bloomstead defends the second draft of the standards. This version makes little reference to sexual and gender identity. It also removed sex education as part of the proposed curriculum for students from kindergarten through high school.
The politics reflect the conversations that we have to have to serve our students best, and finding that balance is really going to be more helpful to solving that and addressing those types of issues for our schools and for our communities and for our kids than worrying about whether I cave to political pressure or the board does.
In a statement to 3 News Now, Out Nebraska, an advocacy organization for LGBTQIA plus communities, says in part, the proposed health standards have largely omitted the reality of LGBTQ plus youth and families. Bloomstead says setting these standards will not solve these issues.
We're going to have those challenges whether we adopted these standards or not, right? And I think the important work that we're going to have to do is continue to work with adults to understand those students that might be left out.
But State Senator Megan Hunt says we need a curriculum that works for all students.
Are we going to listen to the opinions of politicized, inexperienced people in the legislature who actually aren't qualified to do anything about deciding curriculum for kids? Or are we going to listen to the experts in the American Medical Association and the American Pediatric Association who say comprehensive sex education is what kids need?
Ultimately, Hunt believes Nebraska parents need to trust educators to give medically accurate, age-appropriate information.
Parents don't necessarily have all that information. We don't expect parents to teach kids math or geography or physical education. Instead, we want our parents to be there to support the kids, to support their children, and most parents are asking for this.
Even with the revisions, Governor Ricketts and the Nebraska Catholic Conference say they still have some issues with the second draft that need to be addressed. Reporting in Lincoln, Isabella Basco, 3 News.